vibing. While we're talking, you can get your laugh on. Watch the channel of a video. And subscribe, like and follow. Chilling with the girls, with the girls, the girls. With the girls, chilling with the girls, with the girls, with the girls, with the girls, chilling with the girls.
Hello, everybody out there in virtual land. Welcome to another episode of Chilling with the Girls. Y'all know this month, this is February.
I know.
February is almost up. That's crazy. But this is Black History Month. And is it Women's Month too, or something like that?
It is leap year.
Leap year, Women's Month.
Yeah, all kinds.
Black American, Black History Month.
Awareness, Black awareness. No,
Right. President of
Election year.
President's Day, election. Good Lord.
Everything going on.
Everything going on. It's the shortest days in this month too, and all this stuff going on.
isn't that crazy now?
Go figure. That's so crazy. and also this week, with chilling, we're doing the what's it, the food or something?
Yeah, taste of history.
Yeah, taste of history. Y'all said, what is that about? Well, we're cooking with the girls today, this evening. And as you can see, we have the lovely Tish in her kitchen, in her abode, and Tawanda also. Yeah, she got her red and yellow stuff going on. So
I didn't even notice it at first.
we're gonna make some lovely dishes, and there's gonna be like dishes like for not necessarily slave dishes or whatever, just a lot of African American dishes.
Well, this is okay.
Slave. We're not gonna say slave.
Can I interject in here?
Oh, you want to interject?
If I may.
Sure.
But we go back a ways, like in Africa, and so we're gonna bring some of that slave culture, and they brought in such richness. Oh my goodness, richness! And one of the richest was their food. Now they had the fried chicken. Oh, we're not gonna go there. We're gonna be vegan. We're gonna be nice. But people like fried chicken and chitterlings, hummus,
Well, we call it chitlins.
We ain't doing that though.
pork.
Chitlins.
I mean, such thing as vegan chitlins, right?
But
I love them. They're good with mustard and vinegar and hot sauce.
they used to be, and I used to eat them, right? And then when I looked at a picture of them the other day, I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I ate this gross stuff.
And cornbread and sweet potatoes. Collard
Oh,
greens.
yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
Well, that was good, but not the chitterlings.
Well, they call them chitlins. I know chitlins.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Now they're like cuisines now, Mom.
Yeah,
Those
that's
kind of
true.
stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can I share a story really, really quickly?
Sure.
Oh man, I remember when I was going to try to make some chitterlings or chitlins, and because somebody liked chitlins, so I was going to make them some chitlins. And so I was like, okay, I'll try it. And I went and bought some. First I didn't know what to look for because I've never ever made that stuff and I've never eaten it. I was like, And so I went to the store and I got a 5-pound bucket. That's gonna do nothing, right? So I got this bucket of chitlins, brought them home, and I started cleaning them out. I was like, I think that's what you're supposed to do. And I started peeling out. It was like skin. I was just peeling all the skin away.
Yeah.
And I was like, what in the world? How do you make this? And so I just put it in the pot and put all the seasons in there and, cooked it all up. And when it was cooked, I was like, is this how it's supposed to look? I'm like, I don't know. I just threw the whole batch away.
Don't say that too loud. Mommy don't like when we throwing food away.
I know, but I just threw the whole batch because 5-pound bucket is not gonna make anything because they cook down to absolute. Right, Mom?
I never made them.
Right,
Can I
Mom?
give you a quick story after you finish your story?
But Mom, does it cook down to nothing?
Oh yeah, to nothing.
A
Yeah.
5-pound bucket was absolutely nothing. It's all the way down to. And I was like, just throw it away.
Then like spinach or something, because spinach does that too.
It cooks down, greens cook down, chitlins cook down like that
Yeah.
too.
Wow.
Really,
But see, and it's so much work involved to get the liver. You're cleaning them like all day, so you just don't clean them, so you don't know what's inside of chitlins.
Mm-hmm.
See, so that equates to our colon, like our colon. But anyway, we clean it all day, and Dad would get me. I was expecting. And the bishop say, always get what your wife wants when she's expecting.
What were you expecting? Some chitlins?
I wanted chitlins.
What were you expecting, Mom?
My first child.
Oh, you was pregnant.
All 9 months he was buying me chitlins.
Lord,
When he bought me chitlins the first month, I was pregnant. I didn't want no more chitlins. But I was a new bride and all like that, and I was afraid to say I don't want no chitlins. But I was in the kitchen cooking them every week, cleaning them all day.
Are you kidding?
Yeah, chitlins. And he just would buy them every payday. He'd bring chitlins. So that's what I was craving for. But not forever. But good.
Wow, that's funny.
Clean them. You take all your time. Turn them inside out and scrape all that out of them. And then you're left with the skin. And the skin, but it is delicious. It's rubbery like. So you cook it, and when you walk in the house, you say, "Oh, this smells so good. It smells like chitlins."
Don't say that.
She said, Brenda said, hold up. Anyway, Love is on here. Hey, Love. Love was, let me, give me 1 second. Because Brenda, you go ahead, y'all.
Oh, yeah. I don't know.
That's my story.
Yeah, so Mommy had to have chitlins while she was expecting.
Nelson, what were you expecting? You mean pregnant, Mom?
So,
I was in family way.
In the dictionary.
She said in the family way.
In family way.
In family way.
In family way. You have to write that down. Wait a minute.
Brenda said,
in family way.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's
Brenda
crazy.
said, love you, Mom, but that's not made for your mouth.
Oh, that's hilarious. That's too funny.
Oh, goodness.
Wow.
So, all right. So, ladies, we're going to start with Tish because you're in your kitchen. Why are you in your kitchen, Tish?
I am in my kitchen because I'm about to make some pulled pork scratch out chicken cornbread. And that's something that the slaves used to eat, but they didn't eat the chicken, they ate the pork. So I'm getting ready to make my recipe. I'm gonna do mine first because it has to go in the oven for 20 minutes and stuff. But
so what is it?
It's pulled pork cornbread. It's like a casserole. I'm gonna say casserole, but it was what the slaves used to eat. And so let me go over here, and it calls for. Let me put the here is the recipe if anybody wants to use it. So it calls for, I have here 1 package of corn muffin mix, which they didn't have because they had cornmeal. I don't feel like doing the cornmeal. That's in the cabinet. Then we have 1 can of cream corn. Let me see that. All right, put that in there like that. Like
You
so,
mixing it all together?
Yes, you mix it all inside the bowl.
Okay.
So I'm mixing it all together. Let me see this. Can y'all see it or no?
Oh.
No.
Okay, because
you want to take the recipe down?
Yes, ma'am.
Would y'all get after me if I go off the script, Melanie?
No, go ahead, Mom.
Audience,
What?
The kitchen was cooking, designed her own kitchen.
I
Is
what?
that, is that
Oh,
all script?
we gotta ask what you're gonna say off script before you say it. But we agreed to.
Here we go. This right
We gotta
here.
have a sidebar.
So this
Okay.
looks good. This really looks good though.
What is that? Cornmeal?
Cornmeal is corn. It's cream of corn and cornmeal.
Okay, okay.
And then you have the 2 eggs. I already did all my stuff. So we have the 2 eggs here. I'm gonna put that in
Okay.
Really?
that.
Have you made this before, Tish? Is this
No,
your first
ma'am,
time?
this is my first time.
Oh,
Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna stir it around like that. Her Tabitha Brown. I don't want to take her stuff. Like that. I'm gonna do that like that. We're gonna serve it like that. And then it calls for a half a cup of milk. And this is my half a cup of milk
okay.
in there, like that.
Is that whole milk?
Yes, because I'm not healthy when it comes to milk. I like vitamin D.
Oh.
That stuff, but I know people do, and that's good. This is good.
Mhm.
I'm doing it, so I'm just gonna do it like this. So we're gonna. It's called fold in. I'm not really showing y'all how to fold that in, but it is called like when you do it like this.
Folding it in. Okay.
Yeah, fold it
Yeah.
in.
So
Then
you don't mix it too much.
right.
You fold it in. Yeah.
Then it calls for some two cups of shredded cheese,
Oh wow, that's gonna be good.
Whoa.
but I can't eat it.
I might come over and taste it.
Can you bring me some before the snow starts?
I can't eat it either.
And so we have that. And then so look, this right here, I already pulled my chicken apart. So I've actually cooked my chicken
Mm-hmm.
and then I used a fork to pull it apart so it can be pulled chicken.
Did you
Okay.
bake it, Tish?
Put that, ma'am.
Did you bake it? Oh,
No, ma'am, I
of
cooked it
course.
on the stove, on top of the stove. So
Oh.
we put that in there. This really looks good. I'm gonna get Patrick to taste it later on.
Mm.
Hopefully he can come down. And then that, and then it calls for the 1 1/4 cup of barbecue sauce.
Really?
I have no idea why we're doing
That
this.
is so interesting.
I don't know why we put the barbecue sauce in
You
there.
know, us people like barbecue sauce and hot sauce on everything. It don't matter what.
That's supposed to be pulled pork. That's right?
But it's almost like barbecue chicken, you know? Barbecue
Yeah.
chicken and cornbread.
Mm-hmm.
It's over here so you can see it.
Now, do you have to grease the pan or anything?
Well, I'm not going to grease it. The pan, it says cook it in a non stick
Cooking. Okay.
with spray. It did say that. Hold on. Let me see if I have some. I doubt if I have some. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it in the. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Very good. Very
Hopefully
good.
she saved your piece for Sunday.
Ma, can you eat that?
Probably not.
Oh no, why you spoil me?
Uh-huh.
Well, what I'm gonna do, guys, I found some cooking spray.
Okay, good.
I'm going to these pans can go in the oven up to 500 degrees.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna put it in there. But I'm gonna spray the pan first, even though it's a non-stick.
Yeah.
Okay, we got some comments up there, guys.
Yeah. Because I think you're supposed to put the spray in, especially when you're doing cornbread.
Yes, but this pan, Melanie,
Mhm.
it will not burn anything. Like I left it on the stove for like 4 hours.
Good Lord.
I know, and I forgot.
Oh, Lord.
I went upstairs because I was working from home. I put it on the stove and left it there for 4 hours, and it did not burn.
Mm.
Wow. Okay.
Pull that in there like that.
That's like Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Just
You
saying.
said you had comments, Tawana? Or the kitchen had to say the comments?
Yeah, it was some comments up there.
Somebody said, "What you cooking, Auntie?"
I am cooking pulled chicken cornbread casserole. So this is how it looks. And we're going to put it in the oven for 20 minutes.
Only 20 minutes? Okay.
Pretty.
20 minutes in the oven.
It's gonna be mushy, like, right?
I don't know. I have no idea. I never fixed it before. It's going to be like cornbread. Okay, so I'm gonna put this on 20 minutes.
Okay. So in the meantime, we're gonna go over to Tawanti.
Okay.
What are you making? Why are you in your kitchen?
I'm in my kitchen because I'm going to be making some as well. Like Tish was saying, how they ate corn patties and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to be putting a little spin on some corn patties.
Oh.
So I'm going to be making some butternut squash corn fritters.
Oh.
So my recipe, now I didn't do everything that the recipe calls for. I kind of did, but then I put my own spin on things.
Okay.
So the recipe calls for a half a cup of chickpea flour.
Okay.
Right. So I don't have the chickpea flour, but I do have King Arthur's unbleached flour, gluten-free flour. I'm gonna put that in there, and I'm gonna put some cornmeal in mine as well. Some cornmeal. Yeah. Okay, so this recipe calls for a teaspoon of sea salt. So I do have my teaspoon of sea salt, and it also calls for 1/8 teaspoon of cayenne pepper.
Okay.
I have my 1/8 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. I also have onion powder, and I have garlic powder.
Oh, yeah.
And I have seafood seasoning, and I also put in mine some, what is that stuff called? I can't remember, but it's all right here. It's garlic. I got it. Garlic and herb.
Garlic and herb. Okay.
So I'll put that in there as well. All
That's
of that.
a nice staple. I like those seasonings.
So that goes in there. Okay, and so now it calls for a cup of water.
Okay.
So, but it kind of calls for a half a cup of water, but since I put a half a cup of each of dry ingredients, I'll put a whole cup of water.
Okay.
I think I am anyway. Hold up. Oh, the train. Maybe I will do it.
Before, Tawanda?
Huh?
Have you made this before?
No, not as exactly like this, but I have made butternut squash corn fritters.
Okay.
And I love them. I love them.
Cool.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to stir this up like this. Okay. I might add some more water, but I'm not sure. So you guys remember my machine?
Yes, I remember that
machine.
Remember my machine?
Yes.
I'm going to do my butternut squash in this machine, guys. Butternut squash.
You're going to shred it.
Okay, so I'm going to shred it up in here. I'm going to hold it just like this. Oh, no, I'm not. I'm going to cut it first. Let's cut a piece. Now, one thing about butternut squash, you guys, it's really, really, really tough. Really tough when you cutting it. And, Mel, you know butternut squash?
Yes.
It's really, really tough to cut,
Yeah.
So
like sweet potatoes.
Yeah. There you go, Mel. Like a sweet potato, like a raw sweet potato. Okay, so here we go. Watch how easy this is, though.
Oh my goodness!
Wow.
Look how easy that is. Right? And you know how hard butternut squash is? It does.
Yes.
Yes.
Look at that.
Look at what the.
Look at that. Look at that.
Cooking is fun.
Right?
Cooking is fun.
That makes it fun. Yes.
Yes. Okay.
I know, like those graters, because my husband had the grater. He was like, "This is brand new." I was like, "No, this will mess up your knuckles and your hands, your fingers. You'll be bleeding and everything."
Okay, so I have washed my hands. So this is 1 cup of butternut squash. Excuse my mess.
Oh, Tawanda, we got the let me find out who this is. So they say, Auntie, what's that machine?
This is called the Kitchen HQ. It's like a grater. It's called the Kitchen HQ. It's like a grater machine.
Wow.
And butternut squash, is really hard, right, Mel?
Yes.
And so it just took it like no problem at all. So here is it. It calls for the butternut squash. So I'm just going to mix that all in there. And guess what else I'm going to put in here that the recipe did not call for?
Vanilla. Sugar.
Put some onions.
Oh.
And
So that's
put some bell peppers.
Oh,
Red bell peppers and yellow bell peppers. Guess what, you guys? I found out green bell peppers, they are green because they were picked too soon. Have you guys ever seen a green pepper turn red, turn orange? And
Yes.
that's because it was picked too soon. If
Wow.
you let it stay there and on the vine or whatever, it's going to turn red or orange. Or the green pepper was picked too soon.
Wow.
So I don't use green pepper anymore.
Really? I just bought some.
I use green pepper. Can I go to the comments? So Shalise is watching.
Absolutely.
So Shalise, she said, "What's that machine, Auntie?" And she said, "I'm about to buy it now."
Amazon. Okay, I'm gonna go get my butter, you guys. This recipe calls for olive oil. I'm gonna use vegan butter.
Oh.
I'm gonna heat my pan up, and make sure your pan is really, really hot, you guys. Okay.
Okay.
Really,
Oh,
really,
that was
really.
Ebony also asked about the machine too. Ebony is Ebony.
Yeah, we're gonna have to put that machine in the comment in the chat or something to
Okay.
Yeah.
let people know about that machine.
Everybody will know about the machine.
Yes.
I want to know what type machine is it?
Ebony says, "Say it's not so."
Okay, so
I'm happy
now
to
I'm
put one
going
of
to put some butter, vegan butter, in my pan.
Okay. You want to turn on the pan?
Happy what you can. Uh-oh. I've been a bad, bad girl tonight, you guys.
Do you have the camera for your pan, Tawanda?
Yes, give me a minute. Oh, they won't turn on.
It went to sleep.
Okay, there we go.
All right, I see
Don't
it.
go back to sleep. Don't go to sleep, please. Okay, so let your butter get really, really hot. You guys. Really, really hot. Okay, so I'm not going to let it get really, really hot. I'm just going to show you how to put it in there, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
I'm just going to start cooking it.
Okay,
Okay, I'm going to show you how to drop it. Just drop it by spoonfuls. Can y'all see that?
No, you got to bring the camera up some so we can see.
Okay.
Okay, that's better.
That's a little bit better.
Okay. You see it dropping in there?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
It now.
Drop it in there.
It almost looks like crab. Like with crab, you know what I mean?
yep, and it looks like the fritter too. So.
Yeah.
Drop it on in there. Oh, it's gonna be so good. Yeah. Just drop it on in there. And it's gonna take a little bit to brown on both sides.
Okay.
So once it's brown on one side, then you just flip it over. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna turn it off and just show you something I already made.
Oh, you already made some.
Yes.
Right,
And here it is. Can you guys see?
Yes, it looks good. Very
Oh.
Yummy, yummy, yummy.
It's good, Tawanda.
Oh, it's so good. So good.
Oh, and I'm always hungry on Friday night.
Now, would you put some type of sauce or something on it? Because I like sauce.
So they did make a what's it called? A tahini dip.
Okay, what is that?
Tahini is like what is it, like a almost like a like a cucumber dip.
Oh yes, it's very good. I love tahini. Yeah,
it's like a cucumber dip. That's what it looks like. Yeah.
Okay.
But I didn't make the dip though, but I mean, I can eat I probably shouldn't tell them myself.
20 of them.
Oh, half of that in one day.
Well, because
Lord.
Tawanda,
yes.
Real quick, the name of your machine, Ebony put the link in there. Is it Guidel Rotary Cheese Grater? What's the name of your machine?
It could be a Rotary Tree, but this one is called Kitchen HQ.
Okay, so that's not the name. That's not
HQ.
Kitchen HQ.
You hear that, babe? Kitchen HQ.
Look, I'm gonna see if I can find it real quick. But yeah, it's on. I got it from Amazon.
Yeah, I gotta get this thing to Wanda use.
And how much what else can it do besides grade stuff?
Well, it can only grade. However, it grades like different sizes. Remember when I had the nuts in there,
Mm-hmm.
and it just made like crushed nuts pretty much. You know?
Yeah.
Then it has like a wider one where you could like make like spirals.
Okay.
Yeah. But this is the greater one, the one that I grate with. I use this a lot.
And so these recipes, so the slaves used to eat this stuff, like not stuff, but
we put our own
it's
spin
a
on
different
it.
version though, because they used a lot of pork,
Yeah,
fat back, all of that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And they made a lot. They made like a lot of was it gumbos?
Oh yeah, Mel.
Yeah, they made a whole lot of gumbos. I guess because it was quicker, to mix everything together, and then they can feed more people. They can feed a whole lot of people and stuff.
Right.
Yeah, they had to get up early in the morning to start. You guys,
what time did it get up?
I don't know. It was like 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah,
We got at 4 o'clock, and they said by 4:30 they were heating up the stove, or what is that wood iron or whatever, what kind of stove they had to heat that up. I guess it took a while.
Yeah.
To
okay. So you guys look up Kitchen HQ Speed Grater.
She has it.
Cool. Very good, and it's not that expensive. And I mean, look how it sticks to your counter.
Yes.
If you turn it like this, it comes up.
Oh.
But if you put it down and turn it,
that's beautiful.
Perfect, right?
Yes. Do they have it in different colors?
Huh?
Do they have it in different colors?
I don't remember, Mel.
Oh,
I don't remember.
I need one in red.
Mel, Tawana can fix it for you. She's a creator. She can fix it.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So they started at 4, right? To start cooking. And these were what they call them? The enslaved.
The enslaved, which are the cooks, the house slaves
that lived inside. Yeah.
The house Negroes, but that's not what they.
No.
They call them
color people.
We call them the color people back.
Yeah.
And so that's what we're giving y'all a taste of history. Oh, I got 6 minutes for mine.
Wow, that was fast.
Very good. That didn't take long at all.
So Ebony do have red. They come.
Yay! Thanks, Ebony.
Oh.
All right, Amazon, we making y'all money.
Come on now.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So, did they have like? They didn't have breakfast like eggs and stuff. What did they have like for breakfast?
What I'm cooking right now, they had the cornmeal with the pulled pork.
Oh.
So had I think it was George Washington Carver was talking about his mom had to leave, to work in the master's house. And so he had to find something to eat. And they used to feed the pig the husk of the corn. And so he used to eat some of that.
Oh,
wow. And stuff. Yeah. So actually, they just pretty much ate whatever. Like that's why they were eating the hog mugs, chitlins, pig feet, because it was the part of the pig or the animal that other people didn't want.
Okay.
Yes, that's right.
They ain't waste nothing.
Right. They couldn't, but they took it and they turned it into another level. So what we said earlier, they made lemonade out of lemons and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Right, exactly.
They eat their food.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Like it's delicatessen now. Like it's everybody. It's like it's at those high end restaurants and stuff like that. I used to get the. We already talked about that though, but yeah.
Yeah.
So we also have Georgianne Sanders on here. We have Love.
Oh, hey.
Wow.
That's cool.
So
Yes.
yeah, this is Black History, and so we're talking about how they had a great effect on our country. You know, slaves did a lot. They actually, I know they built this country, and I know a lot of people they say they didn't build this country, we built this country, but they actually did. But the thing about it, their labor was free labor.
Yeah.
Some of them was, yeah.
All of them were free labor because they weren't free, you know. And so remember, I know we talked about this before, but South didn't even know they were free for like 2 years.
Right.
Yeah. So they didn't know they wouldn't tell them because they were getting free. Mom, what do you have to add to that?
I was just thinking, back in the 60s or the 70s, there was some in the Mississippi mountains. Still didn't know they were free, and they were still slaves.
Mom, the
It
60s?
was, it was, because y'all, I was married. I read that in the paper, and they were way up there in the woods, in the mountains, and one lady escaped, but the brother was threatened to be killed if he didn't go get her, and he brought her back, and it was a lawyer came through there and found them, a female Caucasian lawyer, and they had her on television. They didn't know they had been freed. They didn't know. Yes.
That's crazy.
If you look that up, Tawanda, she likes to Google stuff. She's a Google queen. When you make him find that, Ebony is a writer. She can look it up. She knows how to research stuff. That it was, yeah. You know, we give people their just due, right?
It says people were enslaved in the United States until as recently as 1963.
I told you.
Crazy, right?
It says May Louise Walls Miller, who didn't get her freedom until 1963, when she was about 14 years old. And as a child, she would get sent up to the landowner's home. Wait a minute.
Ebony said, what are we looking up?
Current slaves in America, like in the 60s or the 70s. But this was a grown woman they had on TV, and she gave her story.
Okay.
That's and it
I didn't know that.
says
Isn't that crazy though?
it said she was as a child, Miller would get sent up to the landowner's house on the farm where her family was enslaved and raped by whatever men were present, sometimes alongside her mom. Said Harold pointed out that not every person enslaved through this system was African American. Immigrants from places like Eastern Europe occasionally got caught up in it as well. She said, but the vast majority of the 20th century slaves were of African descent. And it says, why hasn't this story been told more widely? And she said people were afraid to share their stories because in the South, so many of the same white families who own these plantations are still running local government and big businesses. They still hold the power. So the poor and disenfranchised really don't have anywhere to share their injustices without fearing major repercussions.
I told you.
That's terrible.
What in the world?
That's crazy.
But you know what that's called, though? Human trafficking.
Well, yeah, because they do now.
Present day human.
Modern day, slavery. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. You know,
don't burn your food, fish.
I'm sorry.
I said don't burn your food.
You see what evidence says?
it's more like
it's more like 2024 Is that, oh, the 2024?
Yes.
Cause so many are mentally enslaved.
Said because
Mentally.
so many people are mentally enslaved. So it's
Enslaved.
more like
Yeah.
2024. Like right now, so many people are
Yeah.
mentally enslaved.
Okay, guys, the bell is going off.
Oh, okay.
Tawanda, yours done too?
It's getting there. Let me get my
Okay.
spatula.
I wish I had somebody here because ooh,
Yes.
I can smell it.
Oh man, these look so good, you guys. Right, let me get this, put this down here so I won't burn my countertop.
Wow. So basically, you guys, you could, so anything, any type of food there is out there, you can make it a vegan.
Yeah.
Or no?
That's right now. That's right.
Well, they lied about the time, y'all. So
It's not quite done.
nope.
Okay.
Right
Who
here.
said that? Tawanda said that?
Okay, y'all want to see mine? Let me put my camera back on. Can y'all see that?
Yes.
Yeah. Ooh.
So beautiful.
Yeah.
They look like sausages or something.
You know what? Let me tell you what my husband said. He said, "Where's the syrup? They look like pancakes."
They did.
Right.
Hey, that's what I said.
Okay.
You put all that other stuff in, like onions and stuff. So I don't think syrup will. I don't think syrup would be good on that. I don't know.
Those I didn't put onions on those.
Oh,
I didn't
okay.
put onions on those. I just added this today. I just made this like with the onions, and I just did this today. I thought I would try a different variation. But
Okay.
usually when I make them, they said, somebody said, "What's for dinner?"
That's the Dallas daughter, Diane. Hi, Diane.
Hi, Diane. Yes. Hash meet the Browns. Ebony, you a mess. Oh, that's Diane Crowley.
Yes, Diane.
Yes, say it again.
So good.
Wow. Oh,
You had
it's
to
so
put
good
those
to
back
have
in
you
your
on
hunt.
here, Diane. I'm sorry, Mel. What you saying?
They lied.
Oh, Lord. Well, look, I'm glad you're telling people on virtual land that you got to add some more time to it. You know,
That's right. Absolutely. Because these recipes do lie. They do lie.
Is it supposed to be mushy like tissue?
Y'all, I just wanted to show if they wanted to see the
The butternut squash fritter.
Here is
that's the Wanda's. Okay.
Yeah. So they call for a half a cup of chickpea flour, and they call for a half a cup of spring water because they don't use tap water. Use spring water, and then a cup of shredded butternut squash, and a teaspoon of sea salt, and an eighth teaspoon of cayenne pepper. And you guys know I added different seasonings to mine. And then they grease the grapeseed oil, and I use the vegan butter for mine. Yep. So those, and I also added the onions and the bell peppers.
Okay.
So yummy. Oh yes, that's a butternut squash. In case you guys don't know, that's what a butternut squash is, and that's the inside of the butternut squash. So I'm actually taking those seeds and saved them in case I'm going to grow some. In case I grow some butternut squash. Huh?
Are you kidding me?
I'm not kidding you. Butternut squash.
Dad used to do that. Dad did
butternut
that.
squash is big and heavy, you guys, and it's like almost $2 a pound.
Okay.
So it's expensive to get a butternut squash, you know?
Dad did that. And you know what Dad would do, ladies? If a fruit or anything was really delicious, he would save that seed to plant it.
Really?
This is good. Yeah, Dad is safe. I used to save seed.
Yep, I saved my seeds. Ebony says also known as the long pumpkin. I've never heard that, Ebony. Okay. The long pumpkin. But it's so many things you can do with the butternut squash. You can go ahead, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. She said hash meat the browns, but she said it was a computer typo. She was trying to say hash browns. You know how the AI corrects your stuff?
Yes, they do. I can't stand it. Oh, I can't stand it. They say
But
what you.
I like hash meat the Browns though.
I know I like that too, Ebony. Hash meat the
Kind of cute.
I did like that, Ebony. Yes. That might have been a mistake, but that was a good mistake.
I didn't know any better. I thought it was for real. I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah. So I saw something that said they start at 2:30 in the morning. Tish.
Oh, wow. That was-
Yeah.
No.
Can you
Yeah, and they made like biscuits, ham. They make like their jellies and stuff. So I guess they will start making their gravies and sauces, and because that takes a long time to cook, to get all the seasonings and stuff to it, whatever.
Ebony, you a mess.
She was joking about the long pumpkin.
But also, they started early in the morning because they had to go like to the well and get water and bring the water back up. Right, Mom?
Yes, and something else. They were cooking for famous personnel like President of the United States. You know,
Right,
they
Mom.
were, I mean, they always, if a guest came in there at 2 in the morning, they had to be ready
Yeah.
to cook whatever the guest came when he came through town on their horse and wagon. They had to get up and they were there.
Yeah.
I have a question. Did everyone have slaves? Because didn't you have to be rich to be able to afford them?
What you mean, everyone like
Like
what?
all the white folk in the United States, like, or was it something for only wealthy people?
No.
I don't know.
Like I think like those people in the mountains, and I think that they most unlearned they were, the worse the slaves were being treated, and they yeah, they buy them on the auction block, and they bid, we would bid on them, you know, and they would, and guess what, and they would touch their muscles and open up, see their teeth, and if you were like.
I know, but my question was, could everybody afford them?
Well, see, that was the norm. Like everybody afford a piece of bread?
All white people weren't rich.
Yeah, I know.
She said, "Can everybody afford a piece of bread?"
I mean, they treated them like things. Like, who can you own your pet? You know, everybody owned pets. Everybody owned poor people and rich people. You know, that was the way of life. Of course, I believe they did.
And so, were there any white slaves? Like, if they were real poor white people, did they treat them like slaves as well? I'm just asking questions. I mean, y'all can answer that. Like, this is interesting. Like, we never asked those questions, but you know how you have poor people who just can't afford. They homeless, so if they can't afford to, if you were any of the white people poor and homeless back then and couldn't afford a slave, you know, I'm just saying. I'm just asking.
Who knows? I don't know.
I think I have some good questions. Because everybody wasn't rich, you know what I mean? And they couldn't afford plantations.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I don't know. That would be a question that I don't know the answer to.
Yeah. That was a good question, Tish. Like,
something to think about.
It is.
So my fritters are done.
Where's Mark? Can he taste one or something? Or I have to find me a taste.
I think AI heard your question.
Why? What happened?
Are you kidding me?
Just put up, were there white slaves?
Wait. Hold up.
What did AI say? Hold up. What did they say?
Please explain what you're saying right now. Like, you didn't type it in, it just came up.
I just went to the Google and it pulled it up. I didn't type it in there. No.
Wait.
Nope.
I see where there were white slaves in another country.
Wow,
but I don't see it.
I don't like that.
You don't like what?
That's
AI
conversation.
I know, Mel, you're right.
That's a whole nother conversation because I'm talking about it right now. You go to Google and it pops up.
Yep.
Wow. And we're not even on the same computer.
Nope.
house. Wow. That's very interesting.
Yeah.
That has to be one of our shows. We definitely. So, Mom, what were you saying about? You said there were white slaves in other countries.
Yes, according to Robert Davis, between 1 million and 1.25 million Europeans were captured by barbarian pirates and sold as slaves in North Africa between the 15th and 19th century. Um, talk about white slavery.
Women, did you hear what you just said? Slaves were sold to people in North Africa.
Mm.
It says white slavery, also white slave trade or white slave trafficking, there's that modern word, refers to the slavery of Europeans, whether by non-Europeans such as West Asians and North Africans, because they're Caucasian and live in Africa, or by other Europeans, for example, naval galley slaves or the Viking thralls. Slaves of European origin were present in ancient Rome and in the Islamic world, such as the Arab slave trade, Barbary slave trade, the Black Sea. Yeah, isn't that something?
Yes. Oh my goodness. I was just asking a question because there's something like we have to know history. I think a lot of us, don't like reading and stuff, but we need to educate ourselves.
That
Right,
is so
Ebony?
true.
Right, Ebony? And another thing I want to say that it might be important for us, I hate to plant stuff, but to start planting gardens because our food, if you notice, they're like recalls on our foods and everything. I know this is Cooking with the Girls, a taste of history, but you don't never know what's coming down the pipeline like you should, like to want to
Right.
the seeds and start cooking. Start planting your own food. It could be the only way it's going to be healthy. You know what I mean? So
That's right. That's right. I had an apple and I had this knife right here. I was scraping the apple and all this white stuff was just coming off of my apple. Just crazy. Like, this is crazy. So I had to keep rinsing it because I soak my food in vinegar and water.
Right.
But it still didn't even get it as clean as it should have. So I had to keep rinsing it and keep doing it over and over before the film was off. So we have to be careful.
Yeah.
Pesticides. They spray pesticides on our food. The same stuff they spray for pests. They spray it on the food to keep the pests off the food. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So we need to be careful. Yeah. So I'm going to confess really quickly. The ones that I just made, they're a little too seasoned. But the ones that I made already, I still made them tonight. But the ones that I made already tonight, they are perfect.
Okay.
I got a confession to make too. I messed up my recipe. My
That's why it's not cooking.
So what had happened was so it said, so if y'all want to make this, it smells really, really good. I'm gonna put my recipe back up there, guys, but it smells really, really good. But what I missed is so embarrassing. So it says in a large bowl, combine the muffin mix, the corn, eggs, milk, and a cup of cheese.
Not the meat.
Pour into the prepared baking dish. Bake for 20 minutes. Toss pulled pork and barbecue sauce. Spread pork mixture over the cornbread and top with remaining cup of cheese. 20 minutes. But I did it the slavery way because
you just mix everything like a gumbo.
Yeah. a dump corn. But what's funny? You know what's funny?
What?
The fritters that I didn't measure anything, they came out perfect. But the ones that I measured, they came out a little too seasoned. A little too seasoned.
I wasn't supposed to. Yeah, I was supposed to put the pork mixture on top of it. However, that's the casserole, right? So when I looked at the slave recipe, it was like putting all that stuff together, and when they sliced it, meat was inside of the cornbread. So that's the alternative. So we got 6 more minutes. Cook. And, y'all won't be able to taste this, so I guess I'll just bring it to church. If y'all want something, you come to 100 Kane Street.
Get out of here. Whatever.
Sunday at 1:30. If y'all want to taste the pulled chicken cornbread casserole.
Oh no, she didn't. No, she didn't.
That's what mommy would do.
Because
I
can't eat it.
That's funny. That is funny. Wow. Yeah.
So no, really. Oh, go ahead, Tawanda.
No, I was going to ask Mom about, when she had to go. I know she wasn't like in the slavery days, but you still had to go and like get water and stuff from the well and bring it back up to the house. And what did you guys do with that?
But now we had to wash board, and you had people that could look up in the sky the day before and determine what the weather was going to be the next day. Or with that clocks, they could tell their time by the shadow and the sun and all like that. So when they look up at the sky and say tomorrow it's going to rain, so we put up wash tubs and all kinds of stuff to catch that rain, and they washed outside the next day with the well water. But see, I was too little. My mom wouldn't let me get the water. I wanted to do it so bad, but I would see people. They had the well water down the hill, and they would bring the water back and forth. And I learned to do dishes, something like 5 years old. I hated doing dishes because the water was cold and I put on soap, and the plates were tin, and the grease would stick to the tin plates. And it was hard with cold water. Or they were heated on the big iron stove. But by the time they got to where I was doing this, it's cold again. It got cold quick. So washing dishes was so hard. So when I married and I had all this modern dishwashing joy, that's why I love to do dishes now.
I can imagine.
I think you was just spoiled, man. You was just spoiled.
I can imagine.
Can I
Did you want to wash dishes?
All right, I got 4 more minutes. But guess what? This week was also, y'all.
What?
Valentine's Day.
Oh Lord Jesus.
Special, Mel, do you do anything special?
Oh Lord Jesus.
What did you do, Mel?
I went to work. And they had a program at the job, and I sung at the program. It was really nice. And then they had different, it was like potluck.
Okay. And
people brought in different dishes and stuff. And the food was really good. The food they had like somebody made like corn pudding. It was like two different types of collard greens.
Who said that, Mel? College? Who said that?
Yes, somebody made some pulled pork.
Wow.
Yep, and he said that he cooked it like that morning, was on the stove for like 4 or 5 hours or something. Slow cooked it, but I didn't taste it because I can't really eat a lot of pork and stuff.
Oh yeah,
It was really good. The food was good. So, and sweet potatoes.
Oh,
this is at the job.
So, yep. This is
wow.
at the job.
So did Washington do anything? Got 2 minutes.
Who?
Kurt.
Oh yeah. He took me out to dinner, to the place where he proposed.
Oh.
Yeah. But it was different because they changed the restaurant, the name of it, the cooks and everything.
Wow.
But it was nice. It was nice. Yeah.
Also, he bought you a red velvet cake for Valentine's Day. Remember? But can I tell y'all, since we sharing Valentine's Day stuff? So Dominique, oh my goodness, He is just head over heels in love with Hannah.
Aww.
Put that out. So he leased a Tesla and took Hannah to DC, and they had dinner on the boat, and they rode around the harbor and everything, and he had gifts for her, and so she celebrated him on Monday, and then he celebrated her on Wednesday. Wasn't that sweet?
Yes. Wow.
Love. Yeah.
That was nice.
But he did say never ever get a Tesla who's out there virtually and saw a Tesla. They were like, do not buy a Tesla, because they had to look for charging stations, and then you have to find a super charging station in order for it to charge quickly. So they didn't have any super charging stations in DC, you know, by the water. And he was like, it was 4 or 5 cars, Teslas, waiting. They waiting in the car for the car to get charged.
Crazy.
Yeah, and then they said the ride was so smooth that that people they were getting sick because it was like nothing. It was just, yeah. Hannah was like she was getting sick, so she fell asleep. And yeah, they said it's just because you can't hear anything. You got to put the window down to get some to hear. You know what I mean? Because it's just that quiet.
And so you said it's so smooth, like you on air.
Like, yeah. You don't hear anything. You don't hear the motor, the engine, or anything. And she said it's kind of like weird.
Wow. Somebody said Happy Valentine's Day, girls.
Okay, y'all.
Happy Valentine's Day. Oh, we said that. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. We already missed it.
I hear your thing beeping, Tish.
No, I'm coming now. Oh, this stupid thing better be done.
Is it ready?
Amazing.
It sounds like, I mean, it's the way you were
Smells
cooking it.
good, doesn't it, Tawanda?
Yeah.
The smell. Did y'all put it up on the screen?
Oh. Hold up. Where is it though? In the pan?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Oh.
You put it on the pan?
Yes, ma'am.
You can't see it.
Oh, give me a minute.
Because you got your stove, but you don't have your countertop. You just need that countertop.
That's wrong. Okay, I give up.
I see something.
Is that it? Oh.
There it is.
Guys.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah, nice and brown. Oh.
on that. It's still not done.
No, it's not.
Oh, no, it's not.
It's probably
Don't cut it.
It's the way she mixed it.
No, it's not done.
It's not
Why
done.
you see how it's sticking to the knife?
It's not done.
Yeah.
And it's cheese too, so that could be another reason.
All right. Tune in next month to see what.
Do y'all realize I'm always hold up? What's really embarrassing is I'm always messing up my dishes.
Oh, it's terrible.
Because you probably don't cook like Tawanda every day.
I know how to cook. Don't.
I know you know how to
that's
cook,
it.
but
You gotta sit
you're a
and
company,
finish.
you're a company lady. Your business, you know, you out there. In the
Like when
business
you
world.
like if you're making a lasagna, you have to let it sit so it can finish cooking. That's what Ebony was saying. It might need to
Yeah,
sit.
but this it needs to be the knife needs to come out clean.
It
Yeah.
needs to be in the oven.
Yeah.
Anywho, I
All
messed up.
right. Tune in
Yes.
next month for
Yeah.
For a do-over.
right. We're
So look,
cooking with the girls.
So you guys make these fritters. They are so yummy. So yummy.
Bryn said, put it back in the oven. First, she said, Uber it back to her. And she said, love day is every day.
Oh,
Yeah.
exactly.
So, yes, Ebony, that's bread and cheese with pulled chicken.
Yes. It was
Yeah,
cornmeal.
like corn cornmeal.
Yeah, it's kind of like it's batter and cheese, though. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So thank y'all for tuning in. So I want y'all to know, what is this? The third Friday?
Yes.
So every third Friday we have Cooking with the Girls. So if y'all want to come on and look at some recipes, hopefully we'll get Mel to come over the house or something like that and cook.
Yes, Mel.
Yeah, and Mom, because me and Tawanda
Always cooking something.
always cooking.
Yeah, y'all have a bigger house, a bigger kitchen, but not me. No.
So we love you guys. Thank y'all so much for tuning in.
Yes.
Love y'all. And we will see y'all next week on another episode of Chilling with the Girls.
With the girls.
Great weekend. We love you. Don't forget to like, share our videos.
Subscribe.
All right. Bye.
Bye.